Well, hello and welcome back. It has been a while. Today we're going to talk about destiny. What is my destiny? What is the purpose that brought me into this world? For years, I tried to change everything around me. My relationships, my body, my job. It was a constant battle against what I didn't like or what I didn't want. And yet, all that struggle was useless. Why? Well, it took me a while to understand that we can never truly change what's out there. However, it is only through that constant battle that I finally realized that it didn't really matter how much time, how much effort, or how much energy I poured into it. It didn't work. And it was exhausting. And eventually, I came to a powerful conclusion. If I want things to change, I have to look inside. The change has to start with me. You've heard it. Be the change you want to see in this world. I learned that I am here in this life to identify my limitations and to transform them. So the question is, well, how do I even know what my limitations are? And the answer is so simple. Look at your results. Why? Because results don't lie. My destiny, the part that I came here to clean, to heal, or to transcend, shows up every day as the hard, uncomfortable, stressful things in my life. Those very things that I would rather avoid, resist, or ignore. But they are my teachers. Those circumstances and events are the ones that push me to learn, especially when they're difficult. And here's the hard truth. If we don't work on our destiny, if we don't learn the lessons, I will never fulfill my life true purpose. And that is the awakening of my conscious. And not only that, those situations, events, or circumstances will continue to repeat until I learn. There is no other way, trust me. So let's go back to those results for a moment. If I take a deep, honest look at my life, my relationships, my finances, my health, the place that I live, and I see that one or more areas are not how I would like them to be, I must remember that these situations are not accidents. See, when I did this exercise years ago, I realized that I had attracted them through my thoughts, my emotions, and my actions. Everything in my life I did not like, they were not there for me to change them. They were there so I could see what needed to change inside of me. And this is a practice that I continue to do. This is an ongoing thing. Now, here is something important. Many of the lessons that we are here to learn do not happen in isolation. They happen through other people. See, we cross paths with each person for a reason. Everyone that shows up in your life, it's supposed to be. Some people bring joy and love, and others bring challenge and discomfort. But all of them are mirrors reflecting parts of us that we might not see on our own. They are our blind spots. It is in relationships that our patience gets tested, isn't it? And it's through relationships that our boundaries strengthen. Our self-worth is defined. And it is through connection and sometimes through conflict, a lot of the time through conflict, that we discover where we still need to grow. See, from a spiritual perspective, and I'm sure you've heard this, it is said that we chose each other before this life began. That we agreed to play certain roles so we could both evolve. So next time someone challenges you, as we say, pushes your buttons, remember that this is not just about them, and it is not just about you. It's about the lesson that exists in that space between you two. See, according to the law of correspondence, that lesson is exactly what you both need right now. And here's the challenge. If we don't learn, if we don't change what needs to be changed inside, we will repeat the same patterns. And as long as I don't learn, I stay stuck. So you may ask, well, how do I change my destiny? And it starts with understanding that the universe operates under certain laws. These laws are not man-made, so man can't change them. They're precise. And if we want to live in harmony, we need to learn about these laws, what they are, how they work, and how do I align with them, not fight against them. One of these laws is the law of correspondence. And the law of correspondence says that life doesn't give us what we want. It gives us what we need. That what we have right now, what you have and what I have, everything that exists, everything that happens, is exactly what's needed for our growth. And that my job is to accept it, value it, and be grateful for it. Now, I want to be clear here when I say accept. I'm not talking about allowing mistreatment or abuse or violence. Acceptance doesn't mean saying it's okay for this to happen to me and I'm just going to take it. No. But it does mean that we need to recognize the reality of what's happening. It's happening. It's real. And we can't change it. So I can understand that there is a lesson. What is the lesson of the pattern behind it? Because if something in my life is harmful or disrespectful, the lesson might be you're not honoring your own worth. You think you're less than what you are. You need to set boundaries. Sometimes we need to walk away or seek help. Acceptance is not permission for others to hurt us, but it is a starting point for change. And denying reality keeps us stuck. But seeing it clearly and acknowledging that it exists gives us the power to remove ourselves from what does not serve us anymore. See, when we accept with awareness, with intention, with self-respect, we stop fighting reality. And we start working towards creating a life that truly serves us. Now, here is another side of the law of correspondence that is important that we understand. That same law that says that what we have, that life gives us what we have, not what we want, says that what we want, which is usually what we don't have, it's outside the law. Why? Because if I don't have it, it means I don't need it. At least not right now. Maybe later, but not today. And the problem is that when we focus on wanting what we don't have, when we put our effort, our time, and everything into wanting that, I'm not valuing what I already have. See, whatever I am, whatever is happening, is exactly what I need to learn my lessons. And the moment I truly accept, I value, and I give thanks for all of it, the good and the bad, is when the universe opens new doors and allows more to flow into our lives. There is no other way. The universe will never give us more if we're not grateful for what we already have. Even, or especially, the things that we don't want or we don't like. So if there is something that I want you to take away from today's episode, is that your destiny isn't written in the stars. It is not far beyond your reach. It's written in your daily life, in your results, in the lessons that keep showing up for you. Life gives you exactly what you need, not as punishment, but as an invitation to wake up, to evolve, and to remember who you truly are. See, when we stop fighting reality and we start working with it, with awareness, with intention, with gratitude and self-respect, we move from feeling like victims of life to becoming conscious creators of it. So this week, I want you to take a moment each day and look at your life with new eyes. Ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? What part of me is ready to grow? When we commit to that inner transformation, the outer world follows. And that is when destiny stops feeling like a heavy weight and it starts becoming the path that we were always meant to walk. I am Grace Bosco. I want to thank you again for spending this time with me. I will be back soon. But until then, remember this. Every situation is an invitation to grow. Accept it, learn from it, honor the lesson, and watch the universe open doors you didn't even know existed. It will blow your mind. We'll talk soon.